shaky for you guys going. Maybe a little stabilization here will shake less. Try to keep the carving shop going, producing carvings, even though it's really close to Christmas. Keep putting stuff out there, you never know. That's actually going really well. I'm kind of in that, almost in the burnout phase with it, so I'm almost at the point where, I was almost at the point where I had enough stuff where I could actually stop carving for a few days and do some in-shop projects that I want to get done. But they called me into work to do this digging job, and because we have weather coming, I'm trying to get as much done as possible. If you flatten out, it's just like when you're cleaning an area. If you keep your area clean, you can see what you're doing. The better flat and clean you can get, the better you can see your area, the better your whole work experience is going to be. I like to be clean about my work. Just like my carvings, I like to be clean about it, even if it takes a little extra time. Everything I like to do, nice and clean. Well, that was a really fun adventure there. Over half an hour sitting in that thing. Why was I stuck sitting in there for over half an hour? I'm talking about sitting in there not moving. Really trying to keep me cool. That's probably the most angry and frustrated I've been in a really long time. There's knuckles here, see? Where your ram is? There's two of those. If you can't get those down low enough, you can't get that glass door open. This is why I don't like being in a skid steer or a machine with that stupid door on there. I don't see any need for them ever. Besides the fact that now you have something, and it's like sitting in a box full of mirrors when you're in there, especially when you're going in and out from daylight to dark, from like here to there. You get in there and all you see is reflection from the daylight outside of that opening that you just came in through. It's just a simple little clip that goes in, the rod goes into the end of the clip and it threads on. Well, it wasn't on there tight. I mean, it must have only been hanging on there by a thread, or maybe two if we're lucky. Eventually that rod came out of the screw on the end of that clip, and those clips always have some sort of quick release steel on them, but this clip, it's like a long piece of metal that has a clip that goes over top of the rod, and the pin is on the end of that long piece of metal, so you have to put it in flipped up, and then you have to push the pin in, then you have to push it in flipped down. Then you lock it, flipping it down. But here I am in the cab of that skid steer, I can't sit on the seat and do it. I'm sitting there trying to do it from the seat because you have to actually push down on the rod, and then there's the other rod for the left foot pedal. And you have to push down, you have to push the rod for the left foot pedal out, hold it out, push the other rod down, and then sit there and mess with the right foot pedal and get the holder line up. And the pin is where the pin is sitting, it's pushing up against the other rod. So now you're sitting there and you're trying to do like really, really intricate motor mechanic things, and you have no learning. I think I'm learning that when I'm mad and angry, just don't react, don't say anything. I'm just starting to clam up now, and until I solve it. And that's my thing, is don't clam up to clam up, I guess. I'm venting now. I'm venting now because I solved it. And I'm not angry, I'm not upset, I'm not trapped in there anymore. I guess that's a good lesson for all of us. When you get really mad and frustrated at stuff, especially stuff that's totally out of your control, maybe don't react. Like haters on the web, people saying stuff to you over the internet, people saying stuff to you in person. But yeah, it's a good lesson. I was gonna video it, but I was so angry. I probably would have stayed in there another hour complaining. Look at the wood pile. Isn't that cool? Big teeth, big cutter heads. Pretty sharp operation this guy's got going here. Yeah, I'm just getting a tour of the logging company. There's a machine that like what I run, but just a bigger version. The excavators. There's that one where the cab tilts, where he was cutting, just chopping stuff up, warming his machines up, making sure they run. Look at this old thing. This is cool. This is such a cool little machine. It's like a big airplane tire on the back of that thing. Looks like here, yeah, there is. There's a bar chain on there. That's an old harvester head on this. That's pretty cool. You can grab, pick them up, and the old bell. I want to operate this thing someday. I like the old machines just for shits and giggles. There's a big dozer. Down in there is a loader and a materials grinder. They said, cool place. I'm just here moving some dirt around for him. There's your Barco, big loader. Check out this wood pile. Barco big loader. That's for loading the log truck. 14. That's just a pretty picture. Isn't that cool? The logging companies are great. Kind of the backbone of America in a way, if you look at it. Everything's built with wood. Just listen to that motor. That thing's incredible. I imagine there's probably 200 or 300 horse, maybe more in that motor. That's a lot of, it needs a lot of horsepower to run all this. That's really sweet. Humming right along. here on Sunday in the skid steer messing around on a job trying to keep up because the weather's getting bad. Here at a logging company doing some stuff. He pulls his feller buncher out. He's here messing around with it. Let's see if he's going to trim some weeds or something. That thing is just awesome. He's actually grabbing a board and trimming the end of the board with it. How cool is that? Don't get to see that every day there, folks. Another cool thing, another cool day in the wood profile, I guess you could say. I'm into everything with logs and wood and harvesting and all that stuff. It's kind of fun sitting here, wasting time watching this. What do you guys have on your TV screens on a Sunday? That's wicked. The giant Lancelot right there, kids. If they made a Lancelot with a grapple like that, I think that thing would be a great tool. That's just incredible. And he's got one here. There's a harvester. This, I think they call that a feller buncher instead of a harvester. The harvesters, I think they are the ones with the bar and chain on them. I'm not real sure specific on it. That's cool. There's another feller over there. Yep, just machinery everywhere. This is cool. Look at that thing. Self-leveling cab. I think it's self-leveling. That's just awesome. The scale of that machine to the one I'm sitting into. Oh, maybe it's not self-leveling. He has it. Wow. That's really cool. Yeah, we're stuck here on a job on a Sunday. If the microphone helps any. I don't know if it's even gonna work. Because it's easier for me to work. It's easier for me to pay attention to what I'm doing if I'm not worried about the phone and the camera. And if I'm not worried about whether you guys can hear me or not. That's all the better. I saw there where I was checking my benchmarks. I went back. I did go a little bit far. I went back and checked, and as I thought I was a little bit high on where I wanted to be, so going back in now, just cleaning down. Yeah, it's been fun bringing you guys on this one with me. I don't often get into filming when I'm doing this, because I like to have my music and just tune out. Machine operating does take some focus. Yeah, I can still do it and talk if I'm not worried about the phone or this or that or anything else. But that's pretty much it. I gotta keep going on this, and would like to have my music back. You notice I don't say a lot when I get real close to the building. Because I'm watching that and I'm tuning out my mind on anything else but that. It's what they call a blank slate. Sometimes I even hold my breath. It helps me have a more steady hand. And you see there. See there, that was a little bit close for my comfort. But I stopped because I was focusing on that. All right, well, thanks for being with me, guys. I don't have much more to say. It's getting closer to dark here. I'd like to be done because it's Sunday. So thanks for being there. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.